Hola, hola, hola guys, it's me and it is day 3,652 of quarantine. I have no idea, like, is it day, is it night? What time is it? What year is it? I don't know. But we're making the best of it, or at least I'm trying to. So I figured I'd get here quickly on here and just quickly give you guys a quick tutorial of a look that I like to do a lot. This is my everyday look. If I was not locked up in my house, this would be my look to go to the supermarket, or not even go to the supermarket. A lot of times I don't wear makeup, but if I felt like it. This is my look if I'm going to work. This is my look if I'm gonna hang out for a little while. And this is also my lazy look. So it's pretty much just a really basic look. I've already put on my foundation, my brows. I already have the powder going on, so I'm baking a little bit. Just wanted to skip all that and get into these simple eye look, and I actually wanted to use the Conspiracy palette. This is actually my first palette that I've purchased from Jeffree Star, even though this is Shane Dawson's palette, but obviously it's produced with Jeffree Star and all of that. This is the first palette that I purchased from him, and I have to say I enjoy the palette very much. I think that the shadows are just so nice. Not only are the colors really pretty and up my alley, this is definitely a palette that, in my opinion, if you want to really do a funky look or a dramatic look, you can do it, but you can also use these colors as well to make some very nice simple everyday looks. You can use this to work or go out or whatever, so you know, you don't have to let these shadows here scare you. I know that they look scary and they look intimidating, but you really can use some of these shadows to just make an everyday simple look. Even if you're new to makeup and new to palettes and even new to Jeffree Star and his brand and everything else, you can definitely get some nice looks out of this. So I'm only going to be needing one brush, maybe two, and my finger, which is what I typically like to do. Like I said, this is a very simple look, so I'm not going to be using lashes, and I'm not going to be lining either, because then that pretty much defeats the purpose of me saying that it's a simple look. So just in case you're wondering, for foundation I did use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy foundation, and this is in the color Rose Ivory. I do enjoy this foundation a lot, and I'm wearing it today because my little pimple friends are not as visible today as they have been on other days, so it covered very well. So I'm gonna be using this foundation today, and I really just like the overall dewy effect and just the brightness that this foundation gives. So Wet n Wild, I really enjoy that foundation. For concealer, I am using the oh so wonderful e.l.f. Flawless Concealer. This is not the 16-hour Camel. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer. There are two different concealers. I do have both. The Camel is a little bit thicker in consistency, which I love just as much. I just think that this is a little bit lighter and a little bit creamier and works just a little bit better with the foundation that I'm using. So I really appreciate it. So anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this little fluffy friend over here. This is the M441 brush from Morphe, and I'm basically just going to be concentrating in these colors up here on top. These are the neutral ones. Love all the colors, by the way. I'm very eager to try and get into those, but I'm going to go into this color, which is the lightest. This is called My Pills, and this is a very light pale pinky beige, and I'm just going to dip that into my brush. FYI, there is fallout in this palette. To me, it's definitely not a deal breaker. So you're gonna see some creasing there on my lid. That is just the concealer, because I did not put any eyeshadow primer. But the good thing about this palette is that you definitely do not need it, because the colors and the formula are just so nice and creamy. So as you can see, I'm just taking that color, just dipping in and just building it up a little bit, not too much, because this is pretty much the base. And I really like that little, you can already see the difference where the eye already looks, you know, it has some color in it, has a nice little flush of color. And I'm just lightly with your fingers on the end of the brush so that you can lightly give a touch. And I'm basically just blending it into the crease. I'm going in. Okay, so that color is nicely blended. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the color right next to it. This is in the color Tanacon, as you can see right here. So this is a very pale beige. So the first color I put is more like it's like a pale, very pale pink. So this color is really more like a pale beigey brown, and so you can see the color, and it picks up the product quite well. Like there's a lot of product that's picked up. So these colors are very pigmented. So you want to take it little by little. So I only took a little bit of the color and tapped out the excess. And you're really just little by little blending into that crease area. So you're just going between, you know, the little circular motions and then kind of blending a little bit more towards the crease. Not all the way over here, because I just want to concentrate the color around this area. And this is going to be the transition. So you just want to make sure that it's really blended nice and well. And I really like this palette. I haven't used it a whole bunch of times, but in the few times that I have used it, I really do enjoy it. I really just like the fact that it's so pigmented. To me, a little bit goes a long way, and it blends really well. So far I've had no issues with this color. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a blending brush, and this is a brush I have from, oh, I forgot the name of the brand, Sonia Kouchak. And I do like her brushes. I kind of stopped buying them, not because I don't like them, but a lot of the kits that I have found, the brushes, the eye brushes specifically, are so big. I don't know I don't know what it is, if anyone else has had that issue or not, but they're so freaking big. Even my eyes are like kind of big, and they just feel too big for me. So I kind of just went off, and I just keep a couple of her brushes, but just went off from buying them, but whatever. So okay, so I'm gonna go into the next color, which is next to that one, and this color is called Diet Root Beer. Taking the same brush, dipping in, and I'm gonna be concentrating on the outside corner of my eye. And I am primarily going to be putting the color in this area. So here I like to little by little add the color. I don't want to go crazy, you know, all at once, and then, you know, I can't control the color, or the color looks crazy, whatever, you know. It's better just to start off little by little with a little bit of color and then work your way in so that you don't make any mistakes. So I want to concentrate the color here. And you see, and then I'm gonna blend this in. So I'm doing my little circular motion, but I'm keeping it like right in the corner here, in the outer corner. And I'm actually going a little bit out of the corner, doing the same circular motion. And if you hear someone talking in the background, that is my husband, who, by the way, is now sharing his quarantine time with me. He is not working now. It kind of sucks. We're all being affected financially. That way, that I can definitely tell you. So it's kind of bittersweet because he's here with me. I know that he's safe. Hopefully we will stay safe together. But at the same time, we're really being affected financially. So that's what I can say about that. And hopefully, you know, this whole thing passes really soon. But going back, so yeah, so this is what I'm going to be doing. And I just like to also brush this over here, just to have it in a corner. And then I actually like to swoop the color down and take that on the bottom. Since I'm not going to be lining or anything, then I want to take some of that color on the bottom as well. Okay, so I just blended the color a little bit more on the bottom. And just up here, just lightly blending without, I don't want to blend it too much because then you don't want the colors to shift together and then they look kind of muddy. And I'm just adding just a little extra in the corners. Blend that out a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna take the nice color that is next to that one, and this is the nice shimmery color I'm gonna put on my lid. This is called Just a Theory, and that is that color right here. Take my little finger, and I just love how nice and buttery this feels. Now this is up to you if you want to put like a shimmer, or if you just want to leave it that way. You can put just plain a lighter color on the lid and just leave it that way. But if you want to have, you know, just like a little pop of shimmer, this is what I did for this look. And I'm just putting it here on the lid, and it's just so pretty. I just like the nice little pop that it has. So yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just brush off the powder that I have under here. And then we're gonna put on some mascara. I'm gonna curl my lashes, put on some mascara, a little bit of blush, and find a nice lip. Oh, little pimples. They're resting today. Okay, so I put on a little bit of mascara. So this is the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, which is a fave, a cult fave. And I swept on some blush from, again, the Lovecraft Beauty cheek palette, and I pretty much just used these two colors. Ooh, didn't break. Just to warm up my face a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead for highlighter. I'm just gonna use the Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. Haven't used this for a while actually, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit of that over here. Ooh, that is nice. Wow, okay. I guess I forgot how pigmented the highlighter is. I don't know. Or how, wow, crazy nasty this highlight. Why haven't I used this highlight in a while? Like it's like there, just taking up space in my drawer. I really should use this a little more. All right, I'm really liking that. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pick a lip color. Now, of course, the lip color is going to be your choice. You want to make a bold, you want to make it nice, simple. Obviously, that's going to be up to you. I'm going to get a simple neutral lip because that was the whole point of, you know, like the everyday look is to get a nice neutral lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and find one in my lipstick arsenal and get back to you. I'm glowing. Okay, so I found this lip color in my drawer, and I was gonna use a lipstick, but I don't know. I want to try this to see how it looks. This is from Seraphim Botanicals, and this is the Berry Plus Juice Vegan Lip Gel. So it's pretty much a lip gloss, but call it a lip gel. And this is in the color Rose Current. So it's not exactly neutral, but it looks interesting. Okay, so this is nice. It's a very sudden, you know, very little color. I'm forgetting my vocabulary. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Here is my everyday look, my easy look, my go-to look, my lazy look. So here it is. I'm doing that with the Conspiracy palette. So if you have not purchased it, if you're thinking of purchasing it but you're not sure, and you like what you see in the look that I created, then go get the palette. I suggest that you get it. It's a pretty good palette. I think it's a good investment because I think it's safe to say that you can make some crazy looks on here, and you can make some very nice doable looks, work looks and going out looks, and you know, just hanging out looks. So yeah, so I like how it came out. I'm looking especially nice and dewy. So you know, unfortunately I won't be able to go out anywhere, but maybe I'll take it to the front porch. So thank you guys for watching and tuning in. I am getting close to 1,000 subscribers, guys. I know every once in a while I bring that in there, but yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. So if you have not subscribed, join us and join my journey. And if we do, you know what, when we do get to 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. So hopefully all of this pandemic nonsense will go away in the name of Jesus. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. Adios.